So this second week is not going to be a exciting SAR related video. It's more about having a puppy together with an older dog and forming a pack.
So Einstein was tired of playing. I think he is quite patient with her.
I'm very open for suggestions, so if you see me do anything wrong in how to raise a puppy, just place a comment in the comment section.
Nej!
Like the humping, is that a behavior that should be corrected? And at least how?
That's good. I think she understands. Du är flink, Einstein. Du är så flink med henne. Ja. Okej, en artig kara. It's interesting.
So Einstein, I think, is actually too patient with her at times, and I try to correct her when it really gets out of hand.
I'm no expert, but I think Einstein is pretty gentle. So if there's any experts on dog behavior there, please let me know if there's anything wrong. Just leave it in the comment section. Nej, nej, nej. Nej! It's sure more energy with a puppy in the house. So these moments are valuable. They've been out for over 2.5 hours. Okay, so I have them more and more sleeping kind of tight, and I get the impression they are really becoming a pack. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Alexa, turn on lights.
So in the beginning I would have Toba sleeping on one side of me and Einstein the other. It seems like he wanted some distance, but that's completely gone now.
Det har vært en lat dag i dag. Nå ser vi på hvordan vi skal trene dere i morgen. Okay, this must be some of the cutest things I've seen. She just came in, not bothering him at all, and just laid down like this. Einstein didn't move. Wow, I definitely think they are becoming a pack. I would love to go in front of them and take a picture, but my god, that is cute.
So to get Toba a bit more interested in using her nose, I actually fed Einstein when she was sleeping outside. Another thing I did was making these search boxes to connect food or treats with human scent. I did a mistake making this box. I actually polluted the area around when I was picking up a toy at that corner. So I just had to let her go with it. Also, it took some time to trigger the interest for food. But finally I found the secret weapon. Liver pate. I kind of smeared this on objects because it takes her longer to pick it up, and then I think it manifests a bit stronger. Here we've finally broken the code, and this is like on the 3rd minute searching. So having her searching for that long is stretching it a bit, so it was important me to end it with a good timing.
Ja, Toba, flink! Oi, oi, oi! Ja, nam, 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 nam. Nam, 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 nam. Nam, nam, nam. Oi, 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 oi.
Hera was really pleased because we walked over a box I'd laid yesterday and she hadn't found all the treats. And they just instantly started searching. The only thing is that she's kind of leaning on Einstein to find the treats. In this scenario, I tried to get her to use her nose a little bit upwards, but she was really focused downwards. But I mean, she's just a puppy. She will pick up this from Einstein. She didn't figure out that the treats could be higher up. All my 3 different types of recall have just been a blast and really worked well. So I think I've been really lucky there. But I will continue to reinforce them because I think recalls are really, really important.
Ah, that was awesome. Ah, awesome. Yeah, flinke! Oi, oi, oi!
One of the problems I actually ran into is that they understood I were about to do a recall, so I couldn't get them far enough away from them. And I don't want them to connect recall so they actually run away to get recalled.
Oh, yeah, that's working like hell. Ay, 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 ay. Flinke ringa. Ay!
Again, if I'm doing anything wrong by correcting her in this attitude, let me know. What I'm doing here is that this is the last recall, and I don't want them to connect recalls with being leashed. So what I'm doing is throwing out some treats, playing and so on, so we disconnect the recall from being leashed.
Doesn't need to be so negative. And I don't know if this is right, but I guess I will just give them some more sausages in the way.
Looking back at the first week, I was a bit concerned that I might have exposed her to too many new challenges. So we just went on regular walks and reintroduced her to previous challenges. She seems to have taken that really well, and as you will see, she actually just jumped into some new surfaces and challenges by her own.
Det her velter hun selv. Det her velter hun selv. Så det er kjempebra. Slapp å dra henne. Kom opp på selv med litt overtaling fra Einstein. Jeg skal få kose. Jeg skal jo trø litt her, så blir menneskelukt. Oi, så flink du er, Råsinn! Du er Råsinn her, så flink du var! Oi, 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 du var flink! Hæ? Det er tøffa!
Even though she really handled this well, she still waits for Einstein to go first. But I guess that's okay, and I actually like that she seeks support from Einstein. She is still a little bit wild, and I want her to be calm as Einstein and really think through before she moves. As I mentioned in the first video, I think Einstein really taught her how to play, and this moment was just great.
Der er jo bakpå sånn som skal her.
This just happened spontaneously when I think she picked up the toy and came to these people that visited me. And this is like a foreign person for her.
Her, ja. Nydelig. Einstein står og gnæger på. Hva som skjer, Einstein?
And this is Otto. And he plays really rough. I think that's kind of good for Toba because she is pretty rough with Einstein. So she gets a taste of her own medicine. But again, I believe in socializing, and I guess there is so many cues they pick up from each other that we don't understand. Let dogs be dogs.
Det er voldsomt.
So I won't bother you with a long sequence of a dog-mounted camera. There is more than enough on those on YouTube. But it's kind of interesting to see what she is seeing. And you can see how focused she is at Einstein sometimes. So I really hope we can dial that down. So as a puppy, she jumps on people. That's why I always try to give her the treats low to get the focus down. Here you can see another opportunistic training. I just found this pile of branches and I saw if she would climb that voluntarily or with some encouragement, not forcing her.
Ja, dere var flinke hunder! Flinke hunder! Ja.
So I guess as every other dog owner with multiple dogs have experienced, the feeding situation can be quite chaotic. But it didn't take long before they settled in, waited for food, and they have their separate areas, and they actually walk to these areas when they know the food is about to arrive. And they don't really bother each other too much. And as you can see, they actually lay down and settle when they wait. And as far as I understand, I think that is a good sign.
Soft enough to be squished.
Einstein? Toba? So they are starting to learn the feeding places. That's pretty awesome. Now let's see. So when it came to nail clipping, I did something stupid. I tried to do this just too early in the bounding process. She haven't really started with that thing, bringing toys to me, putting on paws on my knee and all these trust signs. So I should definitely have waited until I had those signs. I could have just been happy about grooming her and kind of getting her to trust me, handling her with that first. Anyway, I was really pleased with my attention device. This is liver pate on this silicone cloth that she could lick off and it would take her focus away. It worked great the day before, but she just connected what was going on, and as you can see, it was almost hopeless getting to her paws. And I should have put Einstein in another place, but learning by burning. I guess I should just have done this for like another week, just introducing the nail clipper, not actually trying to cut any nails, and made her comfortable. So as you can see, I don't think she is super stressed, but she knows what's going on. And she's so aware of it. But I did manage to get one or two. But what happened was that the next week, I just tried to cut a nail without any ceremony around it, and it was no problem at all. So again, give the dog time to trust you before you do something like this.
Definitely not
And as you can see, Einstein is super cool about being handled. I've been suturing him on long trips, but I had time to bond with him before we did something intrusive.
So that's...
And I should definitely have remembered that. But I don't think I've done any great harm. So, sorry about the bit boring video. Please consider to subscribe. It will get better, and the next week was a bit action-packed. Take care.
Oh, I want that claw so badly. Yeah. Little by little. Okay.
Good dogs.